Okay.
Okay, so there was one other exercise. It shouldn't even be classed as an exercise. It should be classed as a normal human ability because I say normal, anthropologically, humans are born with bare feet. We're born with the ability to squat with our bums down into this position. So if you imagine a child, a baby playing in the sand, kind of in the feet here, they might be building sandcastles or whatever. And what you find over the years is we lose the capacity to do this, especially in the Western nations, for the simple reason that we don't do it. So the term use it or lose it is absolutely anatomically correct. And there are a few kind of medical laws, if you want to use that term, physiological laws, Wolff's Law, Davis's Law, neurobiotaxis, all these things. So we lose the capacity to do things over time because we don't do it, which brings what you could call disease into us. This is a normal resting position in some cultures, so you'll see people sitting around, like it could be on a campfire or whatever, in this position, literally having a conversation. And yet, I had a comment made, it was one of my clients, and his husband had said something along the lines of, oh, they must have bad backs because they're sitting this way. And she said, no, it's the converse. It's the other. It's they don't have bad backs because they do that. The reason he said that was because intuitively you know if you can do something or not. So if I'm in this position, it looks uncomfortable. It's because it looks that way and feels that way to you. Internally, you know it'll cause a problem. Whereas other people will be like, yeah, okay, I understand. But what you've also got here is the integrity of the pelvic floor. So as we get older, and I know we're talking about kind of like a side of life, like urination or whatever, bladder control. But we know, I would hazard a guess that it's more prevalent in the West because we're losing the integrity of what we can do, lumbosacral, the pelvic floor, and the way our muscles work. Because we just don't use them in the right way. We sit on toilets and So anyway, the point being is it's life-saving in my opinion because when we can't squat, we've lost that integrity of movement. If we can regain it, but it takes time due to the knees and the lower back. It's not something that's just going to happen overnight if you've got problems. So an easier way to look at it is you can look at using the support of something like this, okay? And this almost acts as like an anchor, a lever, so that when my bum goes down to the floor, or closer to the floor, there's actually some force and weight going this way as well. So as I sit down, there's a pull. So this can be done, say for example, at the kitchen counter. So now, depending on if you're male or female, it can depend on where your feet need to be, right? But it's also personal to you because women have a different Q angle to the femur. Because women have broader pelvises, you find that the femur angle is different. Men are more upright, women come this way. So again, it's not about emulating what I'm doing. It's like with yoga. A lot of yoga, Qigong, is developed by men, traditionally, because that's the way it's always been. And sometimes things can cause women issues when it may not cause a man an issue. And the converse will be true in certain movements. So it's not about the shape, it's about what's right for you. Some people, for example, will find what can be classed as a sumo squat, so the heels are turned out is easier for them. Some people are quite happy to bring their feet closer together with a bit more of an angle for them. Some people can have the feet together. Now at this point, due to the stacking of the bones, I prefer to have my hands further out to counterbalance for me. So that then creates a counterbalance. But you'll see that at all times what I'm looking for, well, to be honest, it becomes natural, is all of the joints should sink and rise together. So it should come down and up together. It shouldn't go like that. That's obviously then going to cause, it's going to cause problems for yourself. So if the hands are on something supportive, and what you can start with is using this as an anchor, and you can let your bum sink, but let the bum sink, don't let it come out. let it sink. Now that might be your limit. If that's your limit, that's your limit. Okay, you come back up, go back down, come back up. Few reps at first, you slowly build it up. Don't push it so there's massive pressures in the kneecaps or in the low back. It's all time, and you're doing all this other stuff anyway as well, okay? So from there, even so it just feels so much easier, but you see that the bum's still going down and back up. Now then, what tends to happen with some is you'll get this effect. So you'll get so far and you'll see the heels come up. And people say, oh, look at them, deep squat. That's not a deep squat. If the heels are rising, you're not getting it. Now that's not negative. I'm not being, it's not judgmental. It's just observational. We are supposed to be able to do this. Humans are supposed to be able to do this. If we didn't have toilets, we'd be doing it every single day. But because we don't do it every day, we lose the ability. So this is just another little additional exercise that you may wish to consider. I'm going to be following up with some more suggestions. Let's call these suggestions. I'm going to be following up with some more suggestions. But when I see you in clinic, Qigong, anyone that wants to talk to me about it, then that's what we can do. Because obviously that's what I'm doing in class. It's what I'm doing with my clients. So this information, to be honest, is solely for them. Obviously, you know, anyone else who happens across this YouTube channel and sees it, then it's up to them what they want to take from this. But it is obviously a personal thing between me and my client on the whole. This is what it's designed for, because people ask me and I say I'll do it, so I'm doing it. So okay, that's it.